Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay. Mango
Bay. Let's do it. We're in here.
Mango fucking Bay.
Mango busy. You know what it is. At Pranav, at Usama stands up.
Patreon?
Wait, what's the Patreon?
Patreon. Funny you asked, Pranav, because Patreon is a fucking essential part of your life.
Okay.
It's exclusive content. Patreon.com/MangoBay.
Oh my God.
What do you get, Pranav, if you fucking go in there?
Bonus episodes?
Yes, fucking do.
Yeah, Mango Bay After Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, topical news content.
Boom.
Holy shit.
Early
what else?
access.
Oh my fucking God.
If you're not
Are
doing
there
it-
outtakes from episodes called Mango Bites?
Hello.
What the fuck?
If you don't buy it, you're a Nazi.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
And a pedophile.
And you're a pedophile Nazi. That's the same thing, by the way.
Yeah, which is a new tier that we just unlocked, actually. It's $20 a month.
You think a Nazi pedophile would still fuck a Jewish kid? Or would his Nazi be
You'd have to be
stronger?
a committed pedophile
Right?
to do it.
I
You know
love
what I
kids
mean?
so much
Like you'd have to be like, I'm going
that
to go
I
against my
hate
ideology, all my
whole
spiritual
inside
beliefs.
my body.
Yeah, I think at that point you're more pedophile than Nazi.
That's the real question.
Yeah.
Are you more pedophile than Nazi?
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly.
Speaking of pedophile Nazis, today on the pod, this comic is literally one of my favorite people in the world. And I'm not
Just
saying that
bursting with good energy and fucking hilarious.
He's bursting in so many ways.
and
actually.
he really is. He's bussing in many ways.
This man is the gayest human being, I think, of all time.
Dude, he's gay as hell.
I think the AIDS crisis when he smiled once and just everything exploded.
Oh my God, that is deranged. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, when Oscar Aydin smiled, his last name ain't Aydin for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Oscar
it was
AIDS in.
It was
Oscar AIDS in and Oscar AIDS out. Literally one of my fucking funniest.
He's funny as fuck.
Every time I see him, I light the fuck up.
I think
Dude, I light the fuck up with this
I had
guy.
been on like maybe one or two shows with Oscar way pre-pandemic, but my real first time of seeing Oscar and knowing who Oscar is we were having to do a show at Caroline's for our friend Zarna Garg. And Zarna, for the first 3 months before, she's like, guys, it's clean. Just purely clean. Keep it PG. All 10 of my kids are going to be there. Guys, please make it clean. Oscar's hosting this fucking bitch of a show. First thing he comes out, he's like, hey, what's up? I'm Oscar. I just farted some cum out of my ass. I was like, oh my God. All just Indian aunties and uncles. That wasn't the exact bit, but it was something on that level.
He says
like,
that.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a clean show, right? Anyway, anal on your mother's tits. And he assesses the clean no show of it and then continues.
Like, so I was taking a dump on my boyfriend's chest.
On
That's right. I said boyfriend.
On Diwali.
Yeah, on Diwali.
I know what show I'm at. I know what show I'm at.
It was the dirtiest jokes ever.
Funniest.
And I was like, and you know what? Oscar made that show good.
He is amazing.
He opened it up. And everyone was dying laughing too, by the way, because his jokes were just hitting.
So
you know?
good.
They were well written. They were
dying.
funny. They were raw. They were dirty as fuck. And I loved it. I was like, this guy's a man. And then I leaned over to Usama. I was like, we got to get this guy on Mango Bay.
Yeah.
That's when I decided. I was like, we need to have Oscar.
And then I was like, I want him to shit on my chest.
Yeah,
I wonder if he would shit on my chest real quick. We have Oscar Aydin on the fucking podcast.
I hate both of you.
Oh my God, sorry. We're so sorry, dude. It just
I
started to- I
despise
love it.
both of you.
That's 20 minutes into the podcast.
I wish
like a 20
nothing
minute
but
intro.
no erections for both of you for 20 fucking years.
Is that the rating scale?
I hate you so much. And here I was like going to come and talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I hate both of you so much.
I met Oscar at Bunga's Den.
Oh, shit.
He was running a mic, and I remember him on stage. And this is why I loved you, because you were so obviously the gayest human being alive. But you weren't doing any jokes that were just like, I'm gay. You had those jokes, but what I saw you first do was like some shit about like the subway, some weird shit that was so unique and so weird. I'm like, who is this guy? Because you were doing like random puns about like this, some shit. And it was like such a goofy thing and such a weird mic. And you were such a unique character that I'm like, I love this guy.
I love how Oscar just completely forgot about these bits that are formative in your mind to your like comedy experience.
Dude,
he's like, oh, I kind of remember those. Yeah.
yeah, whatever. My
Yeah,
B
those
shit.
ones that I probably should have written down.
The actual good jokes.
Yeah, the actual jokes.
And then you found shit on Mother's chest, right?
exactly.
This is the
I
stuff.
prefer to
You're
work on
right.
I prefer to focus on my cum fart material. I don't even know if that was a joke
All right,
that you
let's
made.
talk about anal beads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an opener? You bet your
Yeah.
ass it is.
Ah, you're disgusting.
You're a very just a comic guy. You're like a comedian.
He's
guy.
just hilarious, dude.
You're just a funny motherfucker.
He's a goofy
I
guy.
appreciate that. I think it's ever since like I was a kid, and I found humor through loneliness.
Right.
Really? Wait. So
Yeah.
Okay.
you grew up where? You didn't grow up in America.
So here's the thing. So I was born in Turkey. It's a long and sordid story
Yeah.
that you can see in Aladdin.
but it can't sound. Nothing you say will sound sordid because your voice is so fun.
Yeah, it's true.
So my dad touched me right in the booty
He's
hole.
like, so
It's like
Auschwitz. It's like, what?
concentration
Why is this so fun?
camps.
Is Auschwitz an amusement
I
park?
wanna
What's
go.
going on?
Can I sign up?
How did I get onto this thing?
There's no one there for you, buddy.
Yeah, there's no one here.
There's no lifeline
no-
out there for you.
I'm
No,
not. My camera isn't even on.
no one
It's
can
just-
hear you scream, Oscar.
Right, yeah.
Okay?
Half our fan base is homophobic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, great.
That's
No,
not true at all.
We
It's
love
like
that.
being
Our
home
fans
for
are the best.
They're the
Thanksgiving.
best. I love you.
No, so I grew up. I was born in Turkey, and then I was actually adopted. So my adoptive parents, my adoptive mother's Norwegian, my adoptive father's Turkish.
Yeah.
They brought me over to Chicago or the suburbs of Chicago where I grew up. But I was born in Turkey. But my parents gave me up. Well, my mother passed away, and then my father gave me up for adoption. So I was in a foster home
Well,
for
how old are you
like
here?
4 or 5 years.
Wait, so your Norwegian dad was like, okay,
No,
now
no,
that
Norwegian
she's
mom.
Huh?
My
this is before
my
you got
adoptive
adopted.
mom is Norwegian. My adoptive father is Turkish.
Mm-hmm.
And so, so they adopted me and brought. I had my adoptive father's family lived in Turkey,
Yeah.
and that they were looking for a child at the time. And so, what's interesting is that my mother recently told me that they had really wanted a girl, and that they had
they got
adopted
one.
a girl.
They kind of
Wow.
got one.
Right. They
Okay.
wanted a princess,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
what they
yeah,
got
yeah,
was
yeah.
a queen.
Jesus Christ. I hate this guy. 20 seconds into an Oscar hang, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to hang out with him anymore. Guys, he's like legit the stupidest, funniest dude.
Queen.
Dude, he'll do that.
He did a little Rockettes kick, too.
Yeah.
And Oscar, if he kicked somebody, wouldn't give a fuck. He's like, it's part of the joke. It's
Be
part
like,
of the
well,
joke.
why were you in the way? No, so but they actually they wanted a girl. She got adopted, and then I was there, and I got adopted, and so I was brought over to Chicago, where I was raised, grew up there, and then I moved to New York City a few years back.
So, do you have contact with these family? I mean, are you close to your dad anymore? Or
My adoptive or
Yeah.
my adoptive family I talk
It's-
to, like
it's
they're
good
my
vibes.
family.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Family.
They're there. They know that I'm out of the closet and everything, and that's an interesting story because my mother's accepted it. She's happy for me, but she still thinks I'll marry a woman.
Norwegians
hilarious.
have- really?
Right,
Very
as liberal
hilarious.
as it is, but my father is from Turkey,
Yeah.
and like so many of his family members have gone to Hajj, and so he is like, yeah, whatever you want to do in life, just be happy, just do whatever you want. Be
Wait, I'm not
happy.
understanding the connection between his family and everyone going to Hajj and them being like, yeah, you're gay. It's cool.
What do you mean? Well, it's like he's very his family's very conservative.
Okay,
like my
right.
family on that side is very.
So he wants
they
to distance
don't
himself
know.
from
Oscar was like, Hudge, a bunch of men circling around
Yeah,
a hard
exactly.
rock.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
I was like in loincloths.
I'll be there.
I'm like, oh my god, and they're
Okay.
naked underneath.
Oscar
I'm like,
brings
is
the
this
Molly.
Hajj or a Tuesday afternoon in Fire Island? Oh,
I'll circumambulate around that cock.
and like you want me to do nothing but just walk around in a loincloth and be naked
Hudge,
underneath?
is that his name?
I was
Where's
like,
Hudge at?
Hajj, hey.
Where's Hudge at?
The thing about Oscar is he's like
I'm
super
never
liberal,
gonna be allowed in the Middle
super
East.
liberal, super gay, but
Yeah.
his eyebrows are the leader of ISIS. You know what I'm saying? His eyebrows are just like.
By the end of this podcast, his beard will come back. He'll just have a
Exactly.
full beard.
He's at like 7 o'clock shadow right now. Oscar came in fully
In
shaved.
that sentence, it became 7:30. Like literally, dude. Like literally.
His left eyebrow did 9/11. If anyone's wondering, okay.
I hate everybody right
This
now.
is really
Why?
Oscar right now.
I hate everybody. Dude. No, I love you guys. No, and so So yeah, I did. So I moved here a
His
few years
eyebrow
ago.
did 9/11. I'm sorry. It's great. It's great. Oscar.
It's a compliment, dude. You're a fucking hot dude.
I love you guys.
You're
so
very.
much.
No.
I mean, yeah, my eyebrows are fine.
They're awesome.
Thank you. So no, and then so I was I moved here a few years ago, and so yeah, but yeah, I still talk to my family, and I actually found my birth family as
amazing.
well.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that go? Where did you find
Well,
them?
here's the thing. Okay, so here I realized that I may be a little bit of a whore.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
so
talking about?
about 3 years ago, this guy reached out to me. And
Reach
was
into
like,
you or reach out to you? Sorry.
Well, only if they buy me dinner at Burgers and Lobsters first.
Burgers and
And
lobsters.
lobsters.
And
Dude, the gay
lobsters.
dating scene is insane, dude.
Yeah,
Three-course
Burgers and
meal.
Lobsters. So I was this guy messaged me on Facebook and he was speaking Turkish. And I get random people who message me a lot because, of everything and like my last name and everything. So, and he messaged me and he messaged me and he messaged me. And I was like, this guy obviously is hitting on me.
Sure.
Like, I don't know what he's saying. I'm just waiting for the dick pics.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure.
So
and
you
then
didn't know-
I
you didn't
sent
speak any
a
Turkish.
screenshot of the conversation because I didn't understand it
Yeah.
to my friend Volga, who's Turkish.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I think this guy's hitting on me. What is he saying? And she was like, oh, he's your long lost brother.
And he's hitting on you.
And he's hitting on you. No, but she was like, this is your long lost brother. He's
crazy.
been looking for you for 25 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
In fact, it'd be really funny is if he said,
Oscar's like block.
And I was like, yeah, but can you at least send a dick pic?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
at least-
exactly.
if he said a dick pic, you're like, I know that dick.
Yeah, exactly.
I know
You're like,
that
I've
dick.
seen
My
that
dick.
Hold
dick
on.
somewhere. I've
It's like a
seen it.
sister, but with dicks. It's
I
like,
hate you.
what the fuck?
Dick and Richard. No, so yeah, so he messaged me, and so like, yeah, I have a long lost brother, and
That's
so
crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Did you guys meet?
so we did actually. We met a few years ago, and I met him and my aunt, and he gave me my entire lineage.
Where was
So,
the
like,
meeting?
Whoa.
Yeah, so he gave me like our entire heritage. Two things. Number one, I don't know what year I was born.
Wow.
Which,
Dude.
let me tell you something. Being gay is like the golden ticket.
That's amazing.
Right? So now, like on Grindr, I can actually lie.
Yeah.
And be okay with it. And be like, oh my God.
26 to 51.
Yeah, I'm
Take your
26
pick.
to 75. So, and then he was like, oh, by the way, like we were just talking and this and that. And he's like, and I was like, well, where are we from? Or where am I from? And so our family originated in Azerbaijan. Then they went to Iran, had a bunch of kids. And then that family moved to Turkey.
Sure.
And so my lineage is Azeranian.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I had always thought that you had no parents. You were born on Fire Island, just as like a Terminator type thing, where you just like woke up from the gay vapors.
It was like T2 where it's just a bunch of cum and it just all formed into Oscar.
And it was his eyebrows in the beginning. And it became
And then that went to Turkey and that's where it got the eyebrows. This is a horrid thing. We need to stop now with this line of things.
No, we don't.
I hate you.
Because Oscar is the one who understands how funny this is. We can't, right?
No, I love you. Yes. Yes. Only you. Anyone else? No. But
Right.
only you. Yeah.
Oh, because first of all, your story is unbelievable.
That is a crazy
It's
story.
literally unbelievable.
Well, like, so where did you meet them? Did you go to Turkey?
I met him in so my adoptive father lives in Turkey now, and with the rest of my family that is on his side. So we actually met at a restaurant because he was like, "Let's meet." And I was like, I'm very nervous and cautious about those things because you never know if it's real or this and that. We didn't take a DNA test, so I don't know.
Right.
Where,
But-
what restaurant is this? Where are you at?
In
Chicago?
Izmir.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you're in.
So my adoptive father.
He went to
so my
Turkey.
adoptive father lives there. So I could go visit him every once in a while. And so we actually we got I told him I want to do this, and he was like, all right. So I went with my cousin, and my cousin went with me the first time, and we started like translating things and this and that. And so yeah, it was very, very surreal. It was weird because like here's the thing, like being an adoptive kid and meeting your birth family, you never like when you meet them, it wasn't one of those moments where I was like, oh my God, I was
Yeah.
like, it's people I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
These people are say they're my family. I have no idea who they are.
Right.
You know, and then it's weird is like the second time I went to Turkey, I actually met more family. And I met my grandfather who served in the Korea War.
Whoa.
And my grandmother who was 98. And she gave me her ring and said, "This is for the woman you marry."
Oh, here we
Oh
go.
my
Here we
God.
go.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Let's not rock her world like that.
Yeah.
Let her
Yeah.
just die out. It's
Just
fine.
let her die
And
out.
so I was like, when you say woman, like, oh.
There's a video of this reality show of an Indian man who's like gay and trying to tell his grandma that he's gay.
Yeah.
And he like tells her very softly,
Yeah.
I like Vikesh.
Yeah, she's like,
And
yeah, he's your friend. I like him too.
She's like,
yeah, he's your
she just
friend.
cannot in her brain.
Yeah, she's like, no, we're in love. She was like, no.
He shows her like a sex tape. Like, this is me fucking this man.
It's like, no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, but then the one thing where he was like, he cooks for me. She was like, okay, good. As long as my grandson isn't a bottom, okay?
Well,
as
that's
long
interesting
as
because like so many Middle Eastern men
top energy only, okay?
fucking hate you. So,
top marks,
Yeah,
top buddy.
Yeah, top
Top
marks.
marks.
My
love
grandson
both
won't
of
be
yous.
America's next top bottom, okay?
Next. But he will be next bottom top. You bet your ass.
I love you too. I love how you guys are having more fun with homosexuality than I have in all the years I've been out.
Here's the thing is that you, in your soul.
I can feel my T cell count reducing through this riff
my
right now. It's just depleting.
Oh my god. Usama, you better be fucking glad I love you because I'm pretty sure the gay community is like, we need to have a conversation.
Okay, fine.
No, I love you,
You're just
Pranav.
angry because you know that in your heart that we're gayer than you.
Yeah.
And you can't handle that.
I love straight guys who get on stage and talk about dick so much, and then I get on stage and I'm like, let's talk about Antiques Roadshow, and I'm like, and they're like, that's gay, that's gay, and I'm like, wait, what? How is that gay? You just talked about dick and comparing your
Antiques
dick
are-
to someone else, and then you pulled your dick out to compare, and now I get on stage and you're like, bro, that's gay, and I'm like, wait, I'm so confused.
Well, Oscar is so gay, his voice sounds like he's dying of a cold.
Oh my God, just
of
stop.
pneumonia.
Just
like
stop
Oscar
it.
has a like very nasal voice, which I love. It's the funniest comedic voice.
It's interesting because that's not the voice that I use when I meet guys.
What do
What's
you
the
use?
voice you use?
It's very like lower.
Ving
And it's very
Rhames?
I'm like, yo.
Do you speak
What?
With,
Yeah.
Do you speak with a Turkish accent
No,
too?
I speak very like low. And
Soul.
I'm like, what's up?
What?
How do you really?
Are you really?
Oh my god, yeah.
So what? You're like masquerading as a top?
No way.
No, right?
Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah.
Are
Like
you a
that
top
was-
or are
what
you a
happens when
bottom?
the-
You know I have a different name when I meet guys.
What is it?
Ozzy.
Whoa,
That's great.
That's
That's
gay.
great. That's hot
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah.
So when someone's fucking you, does that voice?
First of
like,
all, no one has ever fucked me.
oh,
Yeah.
you fuck.
So you're the top.
Oh yeah, I've
Always.
never experienced anal.
Woo!
Yeah.
Not on
I
the
am
receiving end. At
I've
least.
never experienced it. It's just never.
But you're the administration.
Yeah.
Oscar's such a top. He's never even taken a shit. Okay, that's how much of a top
I
he
think
is.
I'm gayer than I am.
He's
Literally.
never even pooped.
Yeah, I've never even had a finger in. I mean, okay, I've had a finger in my ass. Yeah, it's fine. No, but yeah, I've never had anal. Never. I mean, people have tried, but I'm like, nah.
You just like
Yeah.
bounce them off.
It's painful.
I mean, it seems like it.
Yeah, I don't desire it. by any
well,
means.
I was with this.
Really?
Now I do. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy shit! What was that? Things have times have
It just
changed.
came online.
Whoop.
No, yeah, I've never done it. But yeah, like I actually changed my name when I met guys. Like my voice gets deeper when I.
So you want them to realize.
Yeah. Also, I really don't talk much.
Well, it's not like Ozzy's not that different. Ozzy's like on Oscar's level.
Right. Well,
It's not
that's
like
also
you're-
like what I
yeah.
had. That's the name I had like in college and things like that when I was
Right.
just like hanging out with friends because it was easy. I always kind of wanted a nickname to like fit in with everybody.
Right.
Oscar's
So-
a great or Ozzy is a great
Beautiful.
name.
I love Ozzy.
Yeah.
It's a great, it's a great name. And so
I'm surprised you didn't take that to the stage.
really.
Ozzy Aydin?
That's kind of cool. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
maybe I should change it.
Yeah.
Sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
it
know.
too
Oscar's,
late?
Oscar's good too. It's not a bad thing.
I love Oscar, but Ozzy Aydin
It's
actually
kinda cool.
is kind of
Ozzy
fun.
and then Aiden. You should spell AID apostrophe N.
Yeah, Aiden.
That is the gayest thing I have ever heard in my
And put a hyphen in the Aussie, just Aussie. Yeah.
And then a rainbow as the over the eye.
Heart emoji.
How about
Yeah,
you should
heart.
change your name to Peach Emoji and Splash Emoji?
Yeah. Why don't you just change your name to like homosexual? Ladies and
like,
gentlemen,
keep it
please
going.
welcome to the stage homosexual.
Yay.
Hi guys, I'm Butt Sex McGee.
Actually, I want to get back to talking about something because we kind of interrupted, and it was a very fascinating sort of meeting your like Turkish family, right?
Yeah.
And so, how do they react? I don't know that much about Turkish society. I know there's like a lot of repressed, like there is like a repressed homosexual culture there. I've met a ton of gay Turkish men actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here, you know.
Yeah.
So
Nah.
did any of them know? Does this side of your family
Matt.
know?
So what's interesting is like
Because you don't hide it on social media.
I don't hide it on social media, but for the longest time I was on Facebook. And so a lot of them were on Facebook. And so my brother, my real brother, we friended each other and I was very upfront. I'm not going to hide it. I was very upfront. And so, and plus on my page, I mean, like, it's like, I'm doing shows for LGBT pride and I
Sure.
post about, important causes and things like that. So they'll see it. So, but it's never come up in conversation. So I feel like it's one of those things where I don't necessarily know if I need to tell them. I think they just know.
Okay, but it's never been a topic that's ever come up.
It's
I
never
mean, why
been a
would it
topic,
be?
and it's kind of like I'm okay with it.
Of course.
I don't need to, as long as they know and they respect me, and like if they know and they still respect me, then obviously everything's
It's fine,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know if I need to
Right.
revisit. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Right. Do you feel like there's a period of normalization that's kind of coming around where actually it's not even a question, it's not even a thing that needs to happen? You know what I mean? Like, or a conversation that needs to take place. Like,
I think it's to each their own.
right.
I really do. I think it's to each their own and their own experience and their own life journey. So if they want to come out and tell people, then I think it's great. But if you feel that at a younger age that you identify a certain way and your family is okay with it and you don't necessarily need to tell someone, then I think that's okay too. And I think it's just however you want to be able to experience a journey and whatever is going to be the truest to you, then I say do it.
Right,
And
right.
that's for whoever and whatever you do in life.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you're also a person who's so yourself. You're not. I've never seen you as an insecure person and who you are.
Really?
You might be insecure in a lot of other ways, but in terms of who you are, like you are you, and that's always been
so
such a powerful
weird that
thing.
you say that because I'm always so insecure about everything.
But about who you are, like that, that
Yeah.
you know yourself. I never saw that, dude. I always saw you as like a
yeah.
guy.
Well, I mean, I think as a comedian, the
You know?
insecurity is just that's requisite.
Well, you have to
know?
understand, like, there's the comic side, and then there's also like being gay on top of that. And being gay already is a fucking full-time job. Nobody tells you that when you come out of the
Right.
closet. No one tells you that being a homosexual is a fucking 9 to 5.
Out of the
It is a
closet,
9 to 5.
into the
it's
factory.
not just some like fancy, fabulous time. No, it's a 9 to 5 fucking position. And there's no HR.
saying so much
What's
gay shit.
happening in the other 16 hours of the day? Are you straight? Is that what you're implying?
Well, no, it's like, I mean, I don't know. But it is. It's a full-time job being gay sometimes. Like, you have to think about it. Like, it's exhausting because, I mean, listen, obviously there's some humor and joking to it, but it's like another level. If you actually want to be a part of the community and in the scene, it's very much like there's certain groups that you adhere to, obviously. And like, if you want to be a part of a certain group, like you have to look a certain way and act a certain way and talk a certain way. And kind of like what I love about comedy is that I can be gay and not have to worry about adhere to any way of looking.
Sure.
And that's what I love. Like, I was going through my closet the other day and I'm like, gosh, I should probably wear this on stage or maybe I should try that. And it's that whole dress for the job you want. But if you look at stand-up comics and you see how they dress on stage sometimes,
rags.
I'm like, I could literally come in assless chaps.
Truly.
And a fucking crop top that says "Bang my whole family,"
Bang my whole,
Whole family.
and then
bang
like
my whole family.
no, just bang my hole, and on the back it says family. I could people be like, yeah, that's
That is
comedy.
way too specific for you not actually to have that shirt.
Yeah,
You have that shirt.
You have
a
that
literal
shirt?
shirt.
Right.
That's a shirt you have.
I know. I should make it though. I'm gonna make it.
Did you just invent this shirt
Yeah,
right
I just
now?
came out
'Cause
with
that's
this
pretty
Bang my
genius.
whole family.
That's pretty
Yeah.
genius.
What? Or it's family bang my hole.
We need
Yeah.
to. This,
Goes both
this needs
ways.
to be your merch now,
Yeah,
Oscar.
this is gonna be my merch.
and it's
Yeah.
got to be a crop top
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I want it to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
bang my whole family.
Family.
Or family bang my hole.
Yeah, it's either one, but you can get it on It's Oscar Aydin. Coming to you soon. I would love a swipe up, but I don't have enough followers, so obviously I can't. So that's the harm.
I mean, dude, it's such a funny thing. This whole episode, 'cause it's really the most serious topic of all time, and also gain hole on your butt.
Just
It's the
bang my whole
that's who you
family.
are, dude.
Yeah.
When I talk to you, man, it's always a combination. Because in the beginning of our talks, whenever I see you, right, it's always like 5 minutes of like, Usama, I'm gonna fuck your dick, and I'm like, stop, I'll let you have it. I'm gonna fuck your dick, and it's like weird gay brinksmanship we do. At the end of the brinksmanship, it's like,
But only one of you guys has a nuke. Only
Yeah.
one of you guys.
he's
Yeah.
North Korea,
Yeah.
and I'm
You're,
Pakistan.
you're Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland.
You know?
But I'm like, I like those nukes you have there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
And
is-
I wouldn't mind penetrate. I mean, I wouldn't, you know.
You want my dick, it's fine. And I want your butt, and that's great.
Yeah.
Um,
You'll see this on OnlyFans.
Wow.
MangoFans.com.
already getting sick just thinking about
Okay.
Sure.
I love how you're both like, we are never having him back.
What are you
No,
talking
we
about?
are. I'm plotting for our next episode
Dude,
right now.
I'm having
actually.
you back. I'm having you back. I'm having y'all back.
Yeah.
But then invariably we'll always go to like, hi, anal in the bed. And then, so how you doing though? Like really?
Yeah.
Every time.
But that's how it is. Like
It's
every
always
time I see you,
beautiful.
I'm like, oh my God, I love you. And I love like your entire like body
you
and
will like
everything.
grasp my balls and be like, I'm not getting enough spots lately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I will
you know
literally
what?
stick my hand in your anus and be like, so about that 10-minute set. Like, let's
And
talk
I will
about
clinch my sphincters being like, you just gotta keep writing.
Can we write together sometime?
yeah, that's
Can we
what-
write together
This is our
sometime?
relationship. It's such a really deep, you're a deep friend of mine.
Do you want to know what it is? You know what it is, Usama? And I apologize.
We don't know each other as well.
Right. So, but I've known you for so long, and the one thing that I love about you, Usama, is that you have literally, from the moment I met you to this point in time, you've stayed the same.
Yeah.
You have not changed who you are or your character at all. And I can't tell you how many people, not a lot, but I've seen people who they do get success, and I'm very happy, but they do get success and they just kind of almost change.
It's an unsaid thing. It's like a closed offness that happens. Like you're no longer in my purview. That kind of thing that happens with comics who like they
Yeah.
get big. You're no longer in my space. I don't deserve. This is beneath me now in a way.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
And it's so weird. And it's like that's never how you are. And what's interesting, and it's like I realized that you aren't like that because you've actually gone to open mics.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm
And
still
you've
there,
gone,
bitch.
yeah, and you've gone to like, and you, but it's like one of those things where it's like, people always like, oh, we'd love to have you. And I'm like, listen, I am thankful for any spot because you can't take comedy for granted.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
It's not
100%
one of
true.
those things where it's like, it's not like one of those things that's like, it's granted, it's guaranteed.
Right.
So any time that like, I am always appreciative of everything because listen, if I look at it as if I am doing better than I was the year before, then I'm already winning.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I'm
Totally.
appreciative, and I like people who are still like that.
Think about this guy as after getting passed at the cellar, after getting JFL, after all the shit, this still shows up to open mics
Yeah.
at the grimiest places.
Yeah.
You know.
Really. Here's the thing. Here's a change, and this is getting inside baseball. Quickly go in and out. Comics now will do a thing where they'll do like 5 mics, start a show, kill that show production, and then get opportunities. That's the mode now. Before it was do mics until you're dead, and then hopefully you get some spots. That is a different mindset. When you eat shit for 5 years, literally shit, things are different in your brain.
But you know what, though? I see what you mean. However, I think the pandemic did do something. The pandemic obviously closed down everything, and then comedians were like, "Well, I want stage time. I want to
Right.
do shows." So they started their own shows.
Right.
They started it,
That
and
is
then
true, that is
also,
true.
one of the things is I always like to say, if you don't have a seat at the table, bring your own.
Definitely.
And that's one of those things where it's like, if I'm not going to get stage time and I'm trying and I'm hustling, I'm going to produce a show because I know that all of say if the clubs aren't open or maybe 1 or 2 are open and they've got their roster as well deserved as they should and those people that are on it. But if there's a group of people, in the outskirts of Brooklyn that don't want to travel into the city to see comedy, why not just bring it to them?
Have you
And
ever
that's-
done so well at a show that you get laid by a dude?
I remember
I'm not sure if gays have that.
Yeah, is
I
that
have
an
gotten
energy?
hit on. But the thing is, though, is that, like, honestly, one of those things where, like, when I'm done performing, I literally, my energy level goes from, like, 100 to 10.
He takes up his eyebrows.
I mean, you're
puts them
so
away.
yeah.
But you're not.
You're
yeah,
hyper
literally.
energetic on
But I
stage,
will
though.
say this, though. People have come up to me and asked me after my set, are you really gay?
Wow. What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're like, are you really gay or is this a persona?
What?
Yeah. I've had this. I swear. I remember I did a show at Lucy's in Pleasantville, and someone came after me, and they were like, bro, are you really gay?
He's like a
Wants to
straight
fuck
guy.
you.
Are you really gay? Like, are you that? Like, what, are you just straight?
like wiggling your
and
butt.
you're doing a
Yeah,
persona.
are you gay, dude?
And I'm like, well, excuse me. Well, I'll tell you when I take your cock out of my mouth. You know? It's like, I'm so sorry.
No
Excuse
one
me
does a
while the
better-
man. You know what? Hold on. I'm very straight except for the man banging me in my anus. You know?
No one foists a gay petard quite like Oscar. He'll flip any
That's what I'm saying.
conversation.
The gay bait and switch he does. He's
Yeah.
a gay bait and switcher, dude. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
It's like anything, any sentence can be gayed up with Oscar.
Yeah.
Hey, I like lettuce. Iceberg
Yeah.
in your cock, in your
Yeah.
mouth, or I don't even know.
You're like blue cheese, bitch. I love doing that. No, but that's the thing is, yeah. So I'm to get to your point, have I ever like gotten laid? No. Have I like people been like, oh my gosh, you've been great? Yeah, but it's never gotten to a point where it's been like laid.
I don't think gay people as a community love comedy.
What?
They do. They do. They
Okay.
definitely do. Here's the
Stand-up
thing.
comedy, I'm saying.
They do.
Okay.
But remember, there is a certain niche that bodes well with the LGBT
Sure.
community.
I'm not saying
What
it's
is
idiot
and there
people.
are comedians that do extremely well.
right.
Here's the thing, knowing your audience.
Sure.
Kathy Griffin murdered with the gay
Sure.
community, right? Lisa Lampanelli murdered
Sure,
with
sure.
the gay community. There are so many comics that can do well because they know how to like talk in a way that is experience that people can understand, right?
Sure.
But then there are sometimes like comedians that you're not going to do well at a gay show if your material is just about how your girlfriend just never gives you a blowjob.
Right.
Right? And you're like, okay, well,
First of all, that's a great joke.
First of all.
a girl never gives me a blowjob.
gays don't have that problem.
That's a
So,
type
like,
of comic. That's
yeah.
a type of comic.
Yeah. Oh God, it is a
Girl
type of
doesn't give me a blowjob comic.
Right.
Like, oh my god.
But the thing is, though, is that no, like there are certain types of comedians that do very well in those audiences, and that's the thing is like just finding who there's like Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
She does great with
yeah.
LGBT audiences. You know, Judy Gold, Jessica Kirsten, all these people
Yeah.
just murder in LGBTQ rooms. Because
What do you think is the difference? Sorry, go ahead.
Well, the thing is, though, is that like we as straight people like to see something out like that's not the norm. That's the same thing gay people like to see.
Yeah.
Gay guys like to see things that maybe aren't the norm when it comes to themselves. Like, I don't want to see, I'm not going to go, I'll go and support other gay comics, but if I have a chance to go see someone that's like kind of like outside the box, but still I can relate to, I'll go and see that person. If that makes any sense.
Well, you know, I had to do a queer show like maybe 3 weeks ago, and they ended up asking me to headline it, which I was very nervous actually. I've gone into all
Which
all
show
manner of
was that?
demographic. It was called Schmooze. It's at a gay bar in
Jesus
East
Christ.
Village.
Okay.
The whole audience is queer, meaning
Yeah.
not the lineup, obviously. And I was very nervous, actually. And I've done every kind of demographic-y show you can think. I've done a lot of black rooms, Indian rooms, obviously, this, that, the other thing. I'd never done that, and I was, like, very intimidated in a way, because gay people in general are a cut above in terms of humor, right? Their sense of humor in general tend to be much wittier than your average straight person.
They are a
right?
smarter
Sure.
audience
Yeah.
in that sense where they like enjoy smarter comedy.
Yeah, but then I realized as I was doing it, I had a great set, and I realized why is because I was just like very authentically myself, and I have unique observations or unique whatever. But I was very scared actually to do that, and I was
Right.
annoyed when they were like, "You're gonna close out the show," and I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
Right.
Well, I do think
Right.
that there is a split in between audiences and the LGBTQ community. You've now got a more progressive, woke audience.
Yeah.
And then you still have people who are kind of like the old school. They like that dirty, raunchy
Yeah,
humor.
that's a very
Oh, but I don't do
interesting-
any dirty humor, by the way.
No,
Just-
but
just
there's a thing though,
FYI.
like, because I'll give you an example. Some of the
Pranav
jokes,
comes out. How did he kill exactly? Pranav comes out in like a feathered hat.
Yeah.
Hello.
and he comes out with like a butt plug in his ass, and he's like, "All right, so
two dildos
Yeah.
stuck, suction cup to my
Nipple
nipples.
rings, yeah.
yeah," and he's
So I
like,
was
"I
fucking
am
my
so,
boyfriend the
I
other
was just
day.
being authentic. I just did Oscar's set.
Yeah, you just did. You're just like, I'm Oscar Aydin.
So
and
I'm
then
a-
when you bomb, you're
I'm
like,
a-
well, I'm Oscar
I'm
Aydin.
a Turkish fucking orphan, and boy, is that hard.
Yeah.
Literally in my ass. And they just
But
loved
no,
it.
it's
They just
true,
loved
though.
it, you know?
It's true. There is a difference. Like, there's like a more, and I've seen it in the comedy sometimes that I do in the rooms where there are LGBTQIA plus people, right?
Yeah.
You have younger people who are a little bit more woke and a little bit like, oh, that's not. And then you get sometimes audience members who are like, oh my God, it was. They're like of an older generation, and they're like, "Oh my God, that was amazing," because they've fucking seen everything.
Right.
They've gone through everything. They've seen everything, so they're
Right.
a little bit more like, "Listen, you
gives a
can't always
fuck?
take life so seriously.
Yeah.
You just got to have fun."
Right.
Yeah.
Because those guys lived the shit. Old school gay people in like New York. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
That was
they-
rough.
Oh yeah, like they've.
That is a
like,
rough
if
life.
You can like if you, that's the thing. Like, and I don't mean to. I hope this doesn't bring it down, but like there are no really older gay men. Like if you look at the community now, there are. But 10, 20 years ago, there were no older
Right,
gay
right,
men because no one survived
Right,
barely.
right.
So you've got like this, and so it is interesting. There is that older generation, but yeah. So
That's a very beautiful thing. I mean, the idea that now there are old gay men. That's a beautiful thing.
yeah, there
that's
is.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
And
and
there's a
every
TikTok
time I
account.
meet one, I'm like, just sign here, press hard. There's 2 copies.
Yeah.
We were trying. We were there. We were there, Oscar. We were there.
Yeah, we were there.
We were there. For
You're the-
you.
this is on you.
For you, dude. I stayed there. I was shaking. I was like, and here you are. Yeah, there's not any old gay men except if you count my dick in the
No, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up, Usama.
First of all, he might be the first old gay. He could be 95. We don't know this.
Yeah, I'm literally like, you don't know. So
That's true.
That's the idea. Is like there is a. Well, now you're definitely old. Holy shit.
why?
I'm just kidding, I'm
Bitch,
just kidding,
I
I'm
fucking
kidding.
hate you. I used aloe vera on my skin today. Do I not look pulled?
It's just his
It's
eyebrow.
a lot of aloe vera.
Yeah, it's a lot of.
You look amazing, dude.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you look great.
Yeah, I have to. I feel like I need to keep looking good in order to be on stage.
I don't know if for stand-up comedians that's ever been an issue, but maybe for the queer. I mean, you do. I see you doing spots everywhere. You're not just at like Club Coming or Mood Ring or whatever.
So one of the
right?
things that I got the best advice when I first started out, and it was actually I was at Gotham, and a comedian came up to me, and I did my set, and it was just very gay, right? It was very, very gay. It was all the basic, just gay jokes and this and that, and they said to me, they're like, listen, you've got a lot of great energy, you've got great stage presence, but be careful of just gay material because that will pigeonhole you into only a certain audience.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you need to, if you want to be good, broaden your spectrum of comedy. And so what I've done is, and what I've hopefully done in my comedy is that I have now written material where I can go anywhere.
Right.
Right? That's what I want. I want to
That's
be
always
that,
the key,
I
right?
want to be that smart comic.
Of course.
Where you think, oh my God, I would never, oh my God, that like, holy shit,
I mean, we talk about this all the time about
Right.
how like we don't want to just be the best Indian comics,
Right.
right? We want to be the best comics in a
who
room.
are Indian.
Who happen to be Indian,
I
right?
wanna
So the
do-
material
yeah.
has to transcend. Like we definitely have. I know I have a ton of brown jokes. Usama has
Yeah.
a ton of brown jokes, but then there's a certain point where it's like
it doesn't matter as long as they're smart.
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
Because at the end of the day, the brown jokes aren't brown jokes. They're just jokes that have
jokes.
brown elements.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
A brown joke in the derogatory sense or a gay joke in the derogatory sense is like just a pun that's the lowest hanging fruit of that
Right,
joke.
yeah.
Right. Like curry alert.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alert.
It's pretty good.
That's actually
pretty good.
We should start a show called
Curry
Curry Alert. Curry Alert.
Oh, that's
I
pretty good.
like it actually.
Pretty good.
Oh my
In
God, what if you
I
guys-
stumbled into genius.
What
you
if
know?
you guys did like on the street? Where you
What?
did like curry alert on the street.
Curry
Curry
Alert on the
alert?
street.
And we're
Yeah.
running to them and us being the curry.
Yeah. Where like you guys
Curry
like
alert.
Curry
no,
alert.
like where you guys did like updates in and around New York City.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I thought you meant like we run up to
just yell curry
bystanders
alert.
and we're like, curry alert!
That's what I
and then
thought you
we
meant.
Quiz them on something
No,
Indian.
I thought you were that, like, you want us to be that dumb. We run up to them,
Yeah.
curry alert! And we
Which
say,
I'm actually kind of into the idea of, by
I mean,
the way.
and we just bang our
it
dance and
could
then
be
leave.
like a
No.
TikTok thing.
It's like
where
curry
you
alert,
just do
and
start
we ask them
dancing.
something brown, you
Yeah.
know?
Right, or you
like-
just like run around them or like do something
yeah.
fun or
And
ask
they
them a stupid
if
question.
they get the question wrong, we hit them with a sandal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Curry alert!
Okay. And if they get the question right, we give them a gusta of food.
Or give them a child bride.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh. Here, you win this young Afghani 6-year-old. Oscar! We have crossed a line
That
with
crossed
Oscar.
the line with Oscar.
We've crossed a line with the fart on my cum tissue guy.
No, but going back to smart comedy, I think it's very important, bitch.
Such
You
as
mean
curry
like
alert.
curry alert?
Such as curry alert. No, bitch. I fucking
Curry
hate both of you
alert.
so much. I hate you both so much.
Oh, God.
No, but it's true. Like, that's the biggest thing. It's like I want to make sure that when I'm doing comedy is that it's smart comedy.
Of
And
course.
that's important to me.
Yeah.
And like watching, and I will say the pandemic really taught me a lot. Like before the pandemic, I was very much a crowd work kind of comic, right? I loved crowd work. I loved doing it. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, fuck. I actually thought about giving up comedy. And I
Yeah, you
was
told
like,
me about this. We talked
yeah,
about this.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
we
give up
talked on the phone a
comedy.
little bit.
And then I remember that, yeah. And I, just,
Yeah.
Well,
Because I remember you being like, again, we were all in the space of like, what's going on with us, right? We talked on the phone a little bit. You were like, right? And it was very serious, of course. And I was like,
so
what,
much. I just want everybody
whatever
to
is the
know.
deal, Oscar?
I hate him so much. I hate him so much. I hate
No,
him.
Oscar, I'm
I
here
make
for you.
sure I just want to make sure I get all 17,000 cameras here, bitch.
We talked for 30, 40 minutes about life a little bit. I remember that being a very formative conversation because after that, you kind of splintered into like 5 different things. You went to Clubhouse, you did some different stuff. And I remember being after that conversation, I think it was like you were really in a space of transition. And now I'm seeing you more and more everywhere now. Before I would see you kind of around,
Right.
but now I'm seeing you everywhere. And it makes me so happy to see you kind of in every type of space because you are someone whose voice needs to be heard because you're hilarious,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you were funny as shit.
Funny as fuck, dude. We were dying at
Yeah,
that
I
show.
mean, I was
just
fucking dying.
We were just
I-
on the jokes.
I
man.
really appreciate
And
that,
you made
'cause-
it safe for us too to like go up and
Yeah.
do the sets because these are like judgy Indian audiences. They're adults. We're told to keep it clean, this and that. And then we just saw you kill with just being your natural self, and it was
so
like
gay.
we were dying. I remember.
Yeah.
you know?
And I appreciate that because like it's weird, like for the longest time, I don't know if you guys both have experienced this, but for the longest time, like you hustle, and then there was a point where I was like, I just didn't feel like a comedian.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, like now, I actually do feel like an actual comedian.
Right.
And it's because like I've
Well,
been.
you always were, dude. That's
I
a
don't know if
perception
I
you had.
was. I don't know if I was because I wasn't doing what I needed to do to be like the comic that I really
That's fair.
should have been.
That's fair.
Right? Like I wasn't in the hustle mentality. I wasn't out there writing. I wasn't doing things. And here's the thing, they don't tell you half the like I love these stand-up comedy classes where they're like, we're gonna teach you how to write. Okay, great. I'm glad you're gonna teach me how to write. But no one tells you that you need to film your sets.
Sure.
No one tells you that you need to record your sets.
Right.
No one tells you that you need to listen and take notes and try and. No one tells you that. So like when I
You say fart cum, write it down.
Yeah.
yeah,
Add fart cum,
you
then
say
what?
anal leakage, tape it,
Tape it.
get a video of it, send it
Anal
to your parents.
how?
Right, send it to your family. See what they
Leakage
say.
how?
Right. So, but that's the thing is like, and that's
What
it's-
else leaks? You know what I'm saying?
Gonorrhea. But here's the thing. But it's true though. It's like I didn't really consider myself a comic, and so the pandemic really taught me that it taught me to sit down and actually gather my thoughts and put them on
Yeah,
paper
there we
and
go.
try and write shit out.
Right.
And I realized, okay, I'm writing, I'm doing it. And then things just started picking up.
Oh, yeah.
And then
And
I
this,
got
before this, you were a crowd work guy. Is what
yeah.
you're saying.
Oh,
amazing,
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
now, and what's interesting is like I see this transition where it's like I was like, now I just need to write and I need to do material.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
started
There we
doing
go.
more material and people started booking me more.
we go.
And I got shows and I got shows.
There we
and
go.
to me, other people who are like pros, maybe it didn't seem like a big deal, but for me it did. I was voted best of the fest for the New York Underground Comedy Festival.
Hello.
Which I was
Amazing.
very, it was a
Hello.
big
Hell
yeah.
accomplishment for me.
That's great.
And then, I started getting spots at Broadway and then Greenwich. And then, I got an audition at the Stand, and I'm hosting at the Stand now.
Hell yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, I learned that if I just do as much as I can, and I hope that was I didn't mean to be like that, but it's just
Hell yeah.
the journey
That's amazing,
has
dude.
been
Love it.
where
Love it.
I kind of like surrendered, and I said, this is what I'm just going to do.
That's
And I'm going
beautiful.
to work on
You
my
let
craft,
yourself-
and I'm going to hustle it.
it
You let
sounds
yourself-
like
yeah.
It sounds like that earlier part of your career, though, was also very useful in terms of like just doing crowd work. That I feel like that does help you build up a certain kind of stage confidence. You know what I mean? And then comfort. And when you can take that and then just add, because you're obviously naturally funny. That's why you can do the crowd work. That's why you can do just
Right.
a
Yeah.
riffing set. But you take that raw ability and then start writing out jokes and combine that with what you've been able to develop by doing that all those years on stage. You're going to be unstoppable, I feel.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And it's just like sometimes I think I'm so hard on myself, and I think as comics we are very hard on ourselves. But sometimes I think I'm like, okay, I'm not hustling hard enough.
Yeah.
And I need
We're
to
hustling,
get better,
we're hustling.
and I need to get better, and I need to, and then, and it's just like, I realize like, you know what? Just sit back, enjoy the journey, do the best that you can,
Yeah.
make the most of it. Your goal in the end is to just make people laugh.
True.
And if you do that, then you've succeeded
Totally.
at comedy.
at
Everything
this.
else is icing on the cake.
Totally.
Okay, now don't do the gay bait and switch.
I know.
You did good.
I thought it was going to come when we're hard on ourselves. I was waiting. I was like, it's about to come.
When he said surrender,
And when I
do it.
say icing, I mean
Put that foot down.
semen from an ISIS man. Ow!
There's that writing we were talking about.
What he said, you just got to surrender. I'm like, so you are a bottom.
Yeah.
You just have to surrender.
So you are a bottom.
Yeah. No, but it's true though. It's like, I don't know.
We're all bottoms for comedy.
I
Truly.
am very happy with my journey. I'm excited.
We're excited for
sometimes
you.
I don't think, sometimes I don't, I'm not my best champion, but I'm learning.
Well,
to be
listening to
that
you
way.
talk about it right now is making me excited about my own journey as
Right,
well.
right.
And that's the
Right,
thing is
right.
like, what is your journey? And that sounds so like cliche, but in the end, it's like when you look back, I was talking to, I love Wally Collins.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's just, I love him so much. He gave me this advice. He's like, keep a journal of your journey. He's like, keep a journal of it because you're going to want to see the progress that you make. And those are the things that you're going to want to remember. And that's true. It's like, you don't really realize that, you never remember when you've gone from 10 minutes to 15 minutes
Right.
to 20 minutes because you're just so busy doing it.
Yeah.
So like, keep that journal where you're like, oh my gosh, I just did fucking 15 minutes and it was all great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to be like so serious, but
No, I love it.
Do it.
I love you. And
Easy,
it's just like-
easy. This is
Yeah.
great. All right, come on
This-
three.
I know.
One,
I'm just
two,
waiting
three.
for it. That's the thing. It is
No,
a
I
ticking
love-
time bomb,
It
you know,
is.
before
Yeah.
he just.
That's what my boyfriend
It's a-
says
it's a-
before I
Okay.
die.
Boom, there it is. Was waiting for the boyfriend to come in.
There's like a button. It's like, all right, gay.
Yeah.
It's like, you better watch out where you put that finger.
Do you have
honey.
a boyfriend?
Huh?
You have a boyfriend?
I do have a boyfriend.
How long you guys been together?
We have been together 8 months.
Oh,
as
my
of-
God.
Yeah, 8 months.
Congratulations.
This is my first relationship in 17 years.
Holy
Hell yeah,
shit.
dude.
Ah.
Is he a good Turkish boy?
He is he's half black, half
Feel like he's not real.
He's half black and half white. He's Jewish.
Oh my god.
And he is he's
It's a good
great.
pedigree.
And he's straight.
I thought you said
And
he's
he's-
straight. I was like, and he's straight.
And
he's straight boy.
And I'm going to ask him out any day now.
he-
And he's
Yes.
straight, and his name is Drake. Oh, I wish.
Oh!
I wish. Let's go.
He should be the official voice of air horn. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There should be a next air horn. It's just Oscar going, ah!
Oh God, I hate you.
There
so
should be a
much.
car horn that can do that.
Could you imagine if I was
If you have a Prius,
Could
it should
you
be his
imagine
car
if
alarm.
I was a GPS though?
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
like, turn left here, bitch.
And it's always going towards a gay club.
Can I go right? No, we're always going to Stonewall Inn.
Right.
Always.
Yeah. like some lady in Arkansas puts in like Hobby Lobby and she ends up in a glory hole in the middle
The
of
Toyota
nowhere.
Prius alarm should be Oscar talking.
Yeah. She was just a bit
Why
like,
the Toyota? Why not the Mustang?
that should be the car alarm. Oh my
The horn will be hurry up.
Go! Go! Jesus!
Or oh.
God. I think you're gonna get like 10 viewers from this thing.
10 viewers? You kidding me? We're gonna get like a ton of viewers.
This is a great episode.
This episode might get taken down,
It's
but
so good.
it's really so good. I mean,
we gotta wrap it up a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You're the fucking best.
yeah, Oscar, you're amazing.
I love you guys so
No,
much.
seriously.
Dude, we love you.
God
We love
damn it.
having you.
Turn that up
Fucking get
real
that
quick.
thing.
Jesus fucking Christ. Hold on. Jesus fuck. How many alarms do you got for what?
My push-ups alarm.
Okay, dude, listen.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You have to do push-ups?
No. I
He
do
wants to do
weekdays.
push-ups.
Weekdays.
What?
I set an alarm.
This is
And
the straightest he's been all
Yeah,
day.
I know. He's like, what?
Push-ups. What? Ew.
like, what?
You're fucking gay, dude.
Huh?
What? You're
Yeah.
fucking gay.
That shit, bro.
You're gay.
Fuck that shit, bro. Oh my god, you know I had to do like a FedEx audition, and they were like, "Okay, we need you to act like a delivery man," and I was like, "Oh my god, I know this so well because I've slept with so many delivery guys.
Because I delivered a lot of packages.
I
in
have
my
had
time.
a lot of
And I
packages
go
delivered."
express.
Yeah. Yeah, can you hurry it up?
What can Brown do for you?
Ah!
Hello.
That should be your tagline.
Uh-huh.
Hurry alert.
Can you do your kick with that?
Yes.
No, I really appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
We love having you, dude. This is a
funny,
super fun episode.
Hilarious,
Yeah.
thoughtful, straight man.
You're a beautiful human being. Yeah. Quit masquerading.
Don't touch me, you fucking.
You know?
You're my favorite dudes. Really, I see you and I light up. I light up because I know it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be thoughtful and it's gonna be like real.
I appreciate that. I really do. And that means a lot. Like that actually it means a lot coming from you because from knowing you for so long and for everything that you've done. And so like the fact that you see that and it,
Of course,
and express
it's all the
great.
realness. The more you say haven't changed, but here's the thing: it's like that's what I have to make sure because if you start changing, you lose everything.
Yeah.
You start changing yourself, your core, you lose everything.
Of course.
Right.
And everything that made you and brought you
It
to
happens
that
all the time.
place.
Happens all the time. And so you saying it like it's a thing, but it's like the most important thing. Actually, it's not just a thing; it is the thing. So we love you, man. Seriously, we love you.
I cannot wait to be so successful with the both of you. Like
You'll
I
never
just
be.
can't wait.
You just won't be. But it's a cute idea. Keep doing Bunga's Den. Keep hustling Bunga's Den. Keep doing the 12 a.m.s.
I hate them. I just want you to know that.
He thinks he's us. That is so cute. He thinks he's us.
I think it's cute that you're including me with you too. That's what I love. I've been doing comedy the least out of everyone in this room, or the shortest amount of time.
Oh, the longest. Hello.
Hi.
We're all fucking gay
I've
now.
got a 12-inch iPhone. Yeah. You want to download some apps, bitch? That's awful.
And then download some craps.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, you're the fucking best.
You are the
very
best,
much.
Oscar. I've really enjoyed getting to
Usama,
know you through this
thank
episode.
You so much. I really
and
appreciate
through
you
other
guys
things.
so much.
It's been great.
Put a hole.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Oh,
Guys, this has been Mango
fuck
Bay.
yeah.
Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, OnlyFans, Grindr, X videos. Where else are we at? Apple Podcasts. Write us a review.
Podcasts.
Subscribe to the Patreon. We've got hours of bonus content. It's
ChristianMingle.com.
hilarious. ChristianMingle.com. We love you guys. Thank you.
Come again.
On Oscar's butt.
And then again.
And then again.
On Oscar's other butt.
Yeah. Oscar, that was hilarious.
Your Mango Bay.